You guys are in training. You're no longer in elementary school. You're no longer in middle school. You're in high school. High school is kind of between being a kid and becoming an adult, and you're in training to become an adult. The problem is, most of the training you're going to get in school, it's going to prepare you to do academic tasks. But are you going to be prepared to become the adult that you need to be? I want to take some time to talk to you about how to become successful as a person, successful in life. See, life is not an easy venue. If you do stupid things, it's even tougher. But if you do wise things, you can avoid a lot of the situations and problems that people face. Now, I'm going to read you a story. An elderly carpenter was ready to retire. He told his employer, the contractor, about his plans to leave the house building business and live a more leisurely life with his wife, enjoying his extended family. The contractor was sorry to see his good worker go and asked if he could build just one more house as a personal favor. The carpenter said yes, but in time it was easy to see that his heart really wasn't in it. He resorted to sloppy workmanship and inferior materials. It was an unfortunate way to end a dedicated career. When the carpenter had finished, the employer came over to inspect the finished house. After looking over the house, the contractor reached down in his pocket, pulled out the keys, and said to the carpenter, "Here, this is my retirement gift to you. This is now your house," and gave him the keys. The carpenter was shocked. If he'd only known he was building his own house, he would have done it also differently. He would now live the rest of his life in a house built so far below what he was really capable of. So it is with us. We build our lives a day at a time, often putting less than our best into the building. And then with a shock, we realize we have to live in the house we've built. If we could just do it over, we'd do it so much differently. Your attitudes and the choices you make today build the house you will live in tomorrow. Build wisely. You are building your life. 5 years from now, what kind of person are you going to be? The kind of choices you make along the way over the next 5 years are going to determine what kind of person you're going to be in 5 years. Leadership and ethics. What's ethics? Ethics is a little harder. What's ethics mean?
Something that is right.
Okay. Right and wrong. If somebody is very ethical, what do we think of them as?
A good person.
Good person, they have high principles, you can trust them. They're going to do the right thing, right? That's. I'm going to assume that you want to be somebody that gets into a position and you take leadership and you lead people. So I'm going to talk to you about what's it take to be a good leader. And if you have high ethics in your work, you're going to be appreciated and you're very likely to become a leader. The business section of the AJC. And this guy named Lay pleads not guilty. Former Enron Corporation Chairman Kenneth Lay started Thursday with his hands cuffed behind his back. Now, this was a few years ago. All the top executives of what once was the nation's seventh biggest company have been charged with crimes that led to Enron's financial collapse, making phony books that made his company look really strong. It was a lie. It was unethical. But on this same page, we have two more articles. One of them down here says, a federal judge refused on Tuesday to grant Martha Stewart a new trial, paving the way for the celebrity homemaker to be sentenced next week for lying about a stock sale. Ethics. Adelphia founder and one son are convicted. Another article, same page. A jury convicted Adelphia Communications founder John Rigas for deceiving investors and looting the cable company to pay for their lavish lifestyle. Ethics. Do we need some ethics in our workplaces? Do you want to put money into a company with an unethical leader? Do you want to work for somebody who's an unethical leader? We're going to talk about how to keep from becoming an unethical leader.